Welcome to theCUBE's coverage of HPE Discover 2021. I'm your host, Lisa Martin. I've got a couple of guests with me here from Infosys. Alumni, Lakshmipathy is back, Senior Vice President and Regional Head of EMEA at Infosys. It's great to see you. Welcome back to the program.
Yeah, hi Lisa. It's great to be back for Discover 2021. It's been a great opportunity to meet with a lot of our stakeholders in HPE.
Excellent, we're going to dig into that. And Saju is here as well, the CTO, Cloud Advisory VP, Hybrid Cloud Engineering, Platforms, and Automation at Infosys. Saju, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Lisa. It's a pleasure to be in the program. It was my first time, but I really enjoy this program.
Well, welcome. So the next 15 minutes or so, we're going to unpack a survey that was just done. As we know, cloud has catalyzed a lot in the last year, one of those being cloud adoption. Talk to us about some of the things that you've seen as more and more enterprises are moving workloads to cloud. How is a hybrid cloud enabling businesses to grow, enabling them to actually have a competitive edge?
Lisa, if you look at the pre-COVID scenario and there are many clients which actually made a significant move into cloud. But there were a few of the companies who didn't really take a mature cloud adoption. But those companies which actually did the adoption, we see that have taken a big step with the help of when the COVID hit them. So because they were able to be very resilient, but at the same time, they were able to, the cloud adoption really helped them to improve their business profits. When we did this cloud radar survey across all the geographies, we did it across the US, the LATAM, the Asia Pacific, the EMEA markets. And when we looked at what our clients and enterprises were able to recover and get out of this whole cloud adoption, we got a number of 414 billions of profits that the enterprises can make by using this cloud adoption. And that's what we saw in this survey that we did with our clients.
Yeah, that's huge. Enterprises, the survey found, can add up to, you said, 414 billion in net new profits annually through effective cloud adoption. Sticking with you for a second, what does Infosys describe as effective cloud adoption?
When we look at cloud adoption, we have enterprises who started shifting workloads, which were very comfortable for them. And then they started to take the more mature understanding of moving workloads, which were very critical to the business. So when we look at effective, it is a combination of both. The ones that were very easy to go to the cloud, the ones that made businesses able to bring in new applications and new go-to-markets to their segments, to their clients. But then it is also about taking some of those legacy workloads and making a choice, the right choice to take it by transforming those applications and environments into the cloud adoption. And that's what we call as effective. It's just not the easy ones, but also those complex and legacy riddled ones that effectively goes on to transform itself into a new way for their clients and for the experience of the users.
So big changes coming, big opportunities. Saju, we've talked about this for many times, more and more companies moving to multi-cloud arrangements for a variety of reasons. What have been some of the things that Infosys has experienced, and what are some of your viewpoints on multi-cloud?
Thank you, Lisa. So if you look around, right, hybrid cloud has been the new normal, right? And if you look at it, private cloud is becoming an essential component for hosting applications. When you look at it, it's more about applications which have low latency requirements. It has regulatory requirements, or it has a static demand of infrastructure. Now, what Infosys has done in this space is that we have developed a framework which we call it as a right cloud solution framework, and this is focused on implementing a hybrid multi-cloud, leveraging an in-house developed tools and frameworks, as well as platforms, along with our strategic partner ecosystem. That is our biggest contribution onto the hybrid multi-cloud world. Now, the foundation of our framework is Infosys Polycloud Platform. It's a unified multi-cloud management platform. It can provision, it can orchestrate, it can also manage the cloud deployment across multiple of the environments. It can be a private, it can be a public, or it can be on the edge. Now, apart from all of these things, it also offers features and functionalities very similar to the hyperscalers. And either it can be in terms of the user experience, or it can be in a commercial model or a technology stack, or it can be reports, or it can be persona-based user experience and integration with multiple systems. It brings all of these functionalities seamlessly across the multiple hybrid ecosystem today. That's the biggest contribution from Infosys in this space.
Got it. Okay. Uma, as we see the just clear growth of multi-cloud in every industry, talk to us about what the Cloud Radar survey uncovered with respect to, you mentioned that big number, the correlation between cloud transformation and profitable growth for enterprises across any industry.
So I did mention about it, Lisa, in the previous question as well. When we look at enterprises trying to take the cloud adoption, the big benefits for the enterprises do happen when they cross that layer of moving a significant part of their existing legacy in a very transformed new world. And that brings in the new way of working for their customers, for their end users, and internally as well for their various stakeholders. And that, I think, is creating a cost structure for them, which is very, very optimal from where they were. But at the same time, it is enabling their ecosystem of users and customers to come and operate in a very seamless fashion. And that is the biggest advantage of boosting profits for them, at the same time cutting costs within the internal stakeholders. So at one stage, you're optimizing your cost. At the other stage, you're bringing in a easiness for your clients to operate on, which is actually creating that enlarged profit boost.
Uma, sticking with you for a second, if we unpack that growth, that business profit growth opportunity that the survey uncovered, are we talking about things like faster time to market, increasing scale? What are some of the things underneath that hood?
So if you look at traditionally, cloud was considered the enabler for quick, faster time to market. But now cloud has become the central theme for resilience. If you look at the COVID pandemic, those enterprises which were already cloud enabled were able to resiliently and sustain their business and grow their businesses. So as economy started opening up, if I can talk about an automotive client who is today enriching businesses out of China, because they have the first economy that has opened out after the pandemic. So you see a lot of enablement for those enterprises which have already taken the cloud journey. And if you look at today, enterprises are in somewhere around 17 to 18% of cloud adoption. And if they can take that to the 40%, that's when we will see that kind of boosted profits. And we can clearly see about $400+ billion of profits that enterprises can make.
All right, Saju, let's talk to you for a second. If we look at some of the survey results, the acceleration that is expected to be seen in the next year of enterprises moving so many more workloads to cloud. You talked about hybrid cloud. Talk to me about how the experience of working with HPE in creating joint solution suites is going to help the customers facilitate and drive that transformation.
Thank you, Lisa. So if you look at HPE comes with a fine set of technology and commercial constructs, that complements our right cloud framework. And they offer the solutions, the whole lot of solutions offer private cloud as a service, which is a major component of our right cloud framework. Either it is a container as a service with HPE's Ezimeral data platform on HPE hardware, or VDI as a service based on a composable and converged infrastructure, or HPE's cloud built on HPC cloud built on Cray systems, and all of them commercially supported with an HPE's GreenLake offering makes it very attractive for our customers. Now, these integrations have helped us in providing a very seamless metering and billing, along with the chargeback solutions, very much in line with what is being provided by hyperscalers. Apart from this, we also work very closely with HPE to create a very compelling sourcing strategy for driving hybrid cloud driven digital transformation while taking cost out and protecting the existing investments through various financial models for our customers, helping them in terms of transforming their digital estate in the new cloud world.
And Uma, I want to get your perspective as well. The HPE Emphasis Partnership, talk to me about that being a win-win for your clients in every industry.
So actually, Lisa, it's a great question. And this probably is my third CUBE interview. And I've told this previously as well in my previous interviews as well. The relationship between Infosys and HPE is very, very strategic. And it's very, very top-down driven. And today, we've seen very high transformative opportunities that two organizations have come together. And we won't call it win-win, but we call it win-win-win, which is essentially a win for HPE, win for Infosys, but a win for the clients as well. So if you look at some of the engagements that we have jointly done, everything has been transformative. I can talk about energy client, where we've done a huge virtual VDI engagement with them, where we have been able to take them very seamlessly when the COVID pandemic hit them, so that their significant part of their IT users will be able to operate from their residences. I can talk about a great story about how we had enabled GreenLake for a wind energy company and how that GreenLake capability helped the customer to migrate the application seamlessly to a hybrid cloud. And there are so many examples of similar scale and size when we look at clients in the manufacturing space and the automobile sector, where we've really done work very closely with HPE across all regions and all geographies to make this what I would call a win-win-win partnership.
I like that win-win-win. Who wouldn't want that? One more question, Uma, for you. Talk to me about the next, as we talked about some of those survey results, and I think folks can find that survey, the Cloud Radar survey on the Infosys.com website. I found it on the homepage there. But looking at how much transformation is expected in the next 12 months or so, what are some of the things that we can expect from Infosys and HPE to help drive and catalyze that growth that you expect to see in the next 12 months?
Yeah, and I was talking to you before this interview, and you said that, yes, we got to look at this, and I was feeling very happy that you had the opportunity to look at the site, and you said that, look, there's an opportunity to also to continuously provide feedback, and we're very happy for clients to come in and look at it and do provide us the feedback. This is a constant learning for us. We are a big learning company. And when it comes to the next 12 months of agenda, I think the pipeline is very robust for both us and the HPE in terms of the way we want to take proactive transformational opportunities to our clients, create a value differentiation on the hybrid cloud for them. And clearly, this survey clearly came back to reflect back to us that our strategy that we've done together as partners is the right strategy, because there is a significant headroom for growth in the cloud space for both Infosys and HPE.
Excellent. Well, gentlemen, thank you for joining me today, talking to me about what Infosys and HPE are doing together, unpacking some of the significant insights that the Cloud Radar survey has uncovered. We appreciate your time.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. Thank you for giving us this opportunity.
Absolutely. For Uma and Saju, I'm Lisa Martin. You're watching theCUBE's coverage of HPE Discover 2021.